Probably the thing that affected my future the most was on a dare from some of my track buddies. I tried out for the senior play, and lo and behold, I got the lead. And I figured, well, what am I going to do now? I don't know anything about theater. For the first time in my life, I was really scared. And you could see on my face anxiety, the fact that I was afraid I was going to fail, but I didn't have any choice. I had to go on. The show has to go on. And I think that's true in life, too. The show has to go on. And I have kind of been attracted to theater, performing arts ever since. My father said I had to go to college. He said, "You're too lazy to be a farmer. You've got to go to college." I finally landed in the English department, became an English teacher, and fortunately landed in Anne Arundel County's school system. And I stuck around for 30 years. I enjoyed just about every second of my career. I've always been interested in filmmaking. I wrote and taught a film class back in the 70s and into the 80s called Art of the Motion Picture, in which we looked at film as art, as literature. And teaching the classes, one of the things my students would do would be make films.
We absolutely could sense his appreciation for the arts. He liked taking us to films and encouraging us to show films. It wasn't just, this is my class, this is what I have to do. It's, this is what I love.
When I retired, I figured, well, I will try making a feature film. It was a Western. I've always loved Western films. The process is great fun. It's also extremely hard work. It's fraught with difficulties. It's a great creative high when you're putting it together. And so you have to be a little nuts to get involved in filmmaking, but it has its rewards.
I started working with him when he did his second film, Day of the Gun. When I got the opportunity, I realized there was an opportunity to possibly work with him again, I was extremely excited. It's been very fun. I'm learning from him again. It's made me take the skills that I have, organizational and things like that, and put them into a field that's creative, and that's something that I wouldn't have done without him. Wayne is one of those people that I think people are naturally drawn to. He's just very good at making people feel comfortable, and that, they're as important to the process as he would be.
I've been racing cars since 1963, and for me, it's a change of pace. And there's something about that competition that I enjoy, and it's unlike anything connected with the arts because it's finite. There's always a winner and always a loser, and it, I guess, balances my psyche. But it's great fun. I compete with a group of exhibition racers, and we go around the various tracks to recreate what it was like in the 60s when this was super big, and I happened to grow up in that time. So we go back and we recreate that. So there's a little bit of the show and a little bit of the art that comes into the kind of racing that I do because it's nostalgic. I was fortunate enough to have so many supportive people, both as a student and certainly in education. I've learned so much from my students. Students need, I believe, to have something that resembles a vision of how they perceive themselves in the world. I think ultimately you will not only survive but prevail. My colleagues, they were truly there to support and look out and be mentoring to a young teacher. I just was very fortunate to land where I landed. Wayne Shipley, Arundel High School, class of 1962.